right, just knocked out the hand inspection at the Oregon State Marine Board. It is done and in process. Woohoo! Hey, Randy Henry here from Silverton, Oregon. The daily forecast is slight overcast and breezy for a July 6th, but perfect for working on the shop in the yard. So I've got here is the door to the cabin. I've been putting this off. I just didn't want to build it. I didn't take a single picture of it in process, but basically I made a frame out of 1/2-inch plywood, 2-inch wide strips, 4-inch down the middle, just sort of a ladder type framework. And then 1/8 inch plywood skinned over the front and the back with the big enough space up front for the window. And then I think 8-ounce glass front and back. It was a decision I was also putting off, so I'm adding a rear cockpit helm station. So that's what this is. Hydraulic steering goes in there. This will bolt to the wall. Cup holder on the front, because you got to be able to, have your non-alcoholic drink while you're running your boat back there. The rear steering station uses hydraulic steering. It's most flexible to install, and it is only going to run the kicker. And for simplification, to get this on the water, I'm going to have the kicker run on its own throttle control and steering on the deck. That's when we're trolling, that's when we're fishing. That'll work fine. There's not too much other building going on, but I've made some great progress on other things, which I'll talk about in a second. Of course, being somebody who likes projects, I apparently passed that gene along to my son, so I have to show you his little project. Let's just take a quick second here. So my son, who is an aircraft tech, was given an old kind of basic fold-up trailer bed that my father-in-law had used for hauling brush, and he looked at it and he thought, that would be a nice kind of hard-sided tent that you could load with stuff and take camping, and it would be easy. So he decided to build this teardrop trailer, and of course a little bit of scope creep, and he ended up with this. So we coated the whole thing with fiberglass. It's built pretty much same as one of our boats. The inside is paneling, and he'll put a cot in here, and he's got the door made. It'll have a few accoutrements that can be added over time, but kind of a fun little project for he and his family. And here is the beauty. Here is Amelia. And I'm still just so excited about this thing. So I haven't done a lot to the exterior except some finishing pieces here. I've got the rub rail on. I did a little bit of pinstriping to give it a more finished look. I have installed the kicker motor now, mostly, so it's up there, and it electric start and tilt, all that. Still got some painting and touch-up work to do back here. I guess the exciting thing to me is that I have now got it insured, thanks to State Farm in Eugene. I had called a lot of places, and given that this is not built from a kit, I didn't get a HIN number, Coast Guard manufacturer's identification code, so you have to go through your state to get what they call a Z-HIN, Z whole identification number. And that's not a big deal, but a lot of insurance companies these days just won't even look at a home built. They've specialized, they're generalized, they just don't do projects like that. So calling a bunch of the usual culprits that you see out there, and nothing but State Farm came through. They said they'd do it. All they needed was a certified marine survey of the vessel. I got that done this week using a person up in the Portland area, Allison Maison and Associates, I think. She came down, she spent part of a day going through the boat, looking at the electronics, the construction, everything else. She gave it a great rating and valued it. I'm a little hesitant to put the number out there, but it's where I wanted it to be, so I'm quite happy with that. I'm on a 60-day process with the insurance company, and they need paperwork in that time frame. But it is now covered, and I can tow it around and know that if I drive off a cliff or get hit by a train, at least the boat will be covered value-wise. That's a good thing. I take it up next Wednesday and leave it for a couple days to have the motors fully installed, plumbed in, and tested for Suzuki warranty purposes. And as soon as that's done, I'm going boating. I don't think I'm going north this year. I think I need time to get to know the boat. But overall, it's hard to beat that. I'm pretty excited. Hey folks, here in Oregon, Silverton, Oregon. Gorgeous day. I'm here with Brian and Carol Dixon's. We built, he's designed this boat and has been a key resource during the whole build. So how are you doing, Brian? How are you doing, Carol?
Fabulous.
Doing great.
Yeah, what are you guys doing in this neck of the woods?
Well, we wanted to see your beautiful boat.
Yes, and me too, and your beautiful life.
And visit you guys too.
Yeah, they're going on vacation to the coast.
Yes.
But it's just been a joy to build this boat and to have them come look at it and give me their 2 cents on it. And it's been a whole lot of fun. So what's the best thing? So you've designed this boat. You spend a lot of time helping people, guiding them through the process. What's the best part about being the designer of the Great Alaskan? What makes it interesting or fun?
Well, for me, it's about people getting the boat of their dreams. I don't make any money. You see how cheap the plans are.
Yeah, I know.
and then I give people free stuff when they launch the boat, so it comes out in the red most of the time. So that's not why I'm in here. The reason I'm in this game is because I really like people getting the boat of their dreams and having a great boat after they're done. So
yeah, cool. Well, it's been really fun having you here, and I appreciate it. I was excited when I heard you were coming this way, so thanks so much for stopping in.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's great
cool.
to meet you and see your boat.
Yeah, it's been a whole lot of fun talking with Brian and getting some of the history of this. It's been a 20-year endeavor for you.
Yeah, we're coming on 20 years of Great Alaskans on the water.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. And what's the total number of Great Alaskans launched?
That's a good question, because people will often tell me about the boat they're working on, and somewhere along the line they start fishing and I never hear about it launching, and so you don't know for sure, but there's quite a few, and they're as far away as Germany, New Zealand, and Australia. I think there's a guy in Norway that's working on one, and of course we're all over this continent as well. But mostly in Alaska and the Pacific Northwest here is where they show them.
Well, there are a lot of them here in Oregon. I know of 3 or 4 other people who are building them right now.
Yeah,
so
quite a few.
It's been great fun, so thank you very much.
Yeah, been great fun with you.
All right.